So I've customized this troll, made him completely ridiculous colors, but you can customize pretty much everything you want about it.
Amongst a vast and diverse community of gamers.
You have any questions about that? I can show you what we've built with it.
I hear about some of the presentations, you can scald them, the enemies. When I make a huge troll, have more damage or health? Or
you can program it to do that. By default, the scale has no impact on anything except its size.
Yeah,
so here's this guy, and he's big. But for all you know, he's a huge weakling, right? But if you want to, you can edit him, go into his properties, and here you can say, show me his combat settings. What's his health? Right? What's his maximum health? What's his starting health? Is he invulnerable? Is he damaged? And you can change all these through code. So you can have the code say, well, scale him a certain size, and then change his code, how much damage he does, etc. from that. So we give you complete control of that. Here's another little demo I'll show you here. I'm going to get rid of our friendly control. I'm going to put a rock. A rock is a pretty good example because you end up looking at the rock and you think, well, there's nothing really special about it, right? Here's the rock. You go into test. You see this rock here? There's nothing really all that special, right? It's just a dumb rock. I can't hit it. Nothing special about it. When I go into edit, even rocks have brains. So what I can do to the rock...
That's what I told you the whole time.
You weren't believing him, were you? Well, here's the brain of the rock. What we can do is say when I detect the player, let's move toward. So when he detects me, we're going to move towards him. So here's the rock. He hasn't seen me yet, detected me. Get there, he has, and now he's following me. Right? But this doesn't feel really realistic, it's just kind of following me. So let's show you some of the properties we can change.
It's floating at the moment.
Right.
You can always also set it have to attach the ground.
Yep.
In the properties.
Yep. Okay. You're learning. Under physics, you can go in here and say tumbling. Before it was fixed, meaning wherever you put it, it sticks there. But now it's tumbling. So watch. We're going to test. Loads up. The rock's falling over. Rock and roll, right? So it's just following. Another really cool physics demo I like to do is this. This is a bit of an advanced concept here, but it's really, really fun. So we're going to take this logic cube. A logic cube doesn't do anything on its own. It doesn't even show up. It's just hanging out there in space, and it won't show in game. You see how it's kind of translucent? That's because it's not going to show up in game. With this rock, I'm going to change it into what's called a template. A template means we're not actually going to use it, we're just going to create copies from it. So what I'm going to do with this is, I'm going to change this and say, your physics is tumbling, and your gravity factor is 0. So gravity won't affect us, it won't fall.
But perhaps the most amazing part of Project Spark.
But what I can do is I can use logic cube and put its brain and say, you are going to create this. So what it says is, when the when is empty, it means always. It's saying always create that rock. So it's always
properties in the brain.
Exactly. It's going to copy everything about that and make multiple copies of it. So watch what happens here. So we go to test, I look up, and it's creating a ton of rocks, right? So what I find is really magical about this is a good point to point out, not just rocks and other properties that got brains, so do you. So you can go to your own character and change its brains, and change how it works. This is what we call the third-person adventurer brain. I'm going to open something we call the brain gallery, which has got all the pre-built brains we've got, and I'm going to add a third-person hover flight brain. This lets me fly. It feels really good.